Matthew chapter 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? I want to give our praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem and Habashai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to give more of what you have, okay? Give more of what you have, all right? And that's a special mind state to have, man, in faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Understanding what? Understanding that everything you got ain't because of you, okay? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave it to you, man, all right? From the heavens, man. It was set up in the heavens, and you got what you have right now. Okay, so we all have to understand that first and have that mind state. Okay, and if you have that mind state, you can be thankful for what you have. Okay, and also be charitable with alms. Okay, to give, man, amongst the body. Okay, of what you have, man. Especially if you have a lot of it. Okay, whatever it is, man, the mind state of trying to look out for the brothers in the body of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay, and being willing to distribute versus trying to store, treasures on the earth, big difference, man, okay? Let's go back to the scripture. Matthew chapter 19, I'm going to start back at verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Now let me stop here real quick, okay? For those who really don't understand, okay? Because you have some jakes that'll read this and they'll think, see, we are justified by the law, and that's how we're going to make it to the kingdom of heaven. No. When Yahushua came, he made it clear, man. I'm the light. I'm the only way. You got to come through me. Okay? And at the same time, he knew to tell him, go sin no more. Matter of fact, let me get Galatians chapter 2, verse 16 to run that point home. It says, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, okay? But we also understand that we have no license to sin. Okay? So when Yahushua is talking to this individual, okay, he's telling him, look, you're going to have to rehearse the righteous acts. Okay? Do good, do better, offend less, observe the law. Okay? But you're going to see, as I keep reading the scriptures, after I break down this scripture, you're going to see the whole point come together. Okay? Back at the beginning, Galatians 2:16, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahushua. Even we have believed in Yahushua, that we might be justified by the faith of Yahushua, and not by the works of the law. Okay? So we understand by the works of the law, you cannot make it alone by that. Okay? By itself, you cannot make it through the law and get in the church based off the law. It's not going to happen that way. Okay? I'm reading it. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. Okay? So when you go back, okay, to Matthew chapter 19, all right, and I'll go back to verse 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yahweh. But if thou wilt enter into life, okay, we understand Yahushua is the life, okay, keep the commandments. Right, man. Okay, so in a nutshell, in a bowl, the commandments is talking about, okay, rehearsing the righteous acts, following the commands that we need to do to make it to the kingdom of heaven, like have faith, charity, love amongst the body, okay, feeding the sheep. If he gave you the measure, he gave you the talents, you don't bury the talents, okay? You let it shine to glorify your Father which is in heaven. All these different commands we're supposed to do. At the same time, we rehearse the righteous act. Don't eat pork, etc., etc., the dietary law, don't commit adultery, Okay, you still got to observe it and try your best, but you're not justified by it. Okay, I had to break that down for you new Israelites. All right. Verse 18, he said unto him, which Yahushua said, thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, because we understand that the law is still good. We still got to go by the law, okay, to the best of our ability, right? Verse 19, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man said unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast. Now it takes faith to do this. I want y'all to catch this. It takes faith to fulfill what Yahushua is telling this man. Okay, let's read it again from the top. Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, okay, especially amongst the body, all right? And thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Okay, and it takes faith to do that. So he was testing his faith because why? We are justified by faith and not by the law. Okay? But Yahushua ain't going to tell you, look, man, you ain't got to do the law, man, I'm here. He ain't going to say that. Okay? Point blank period, man. He's still going to bring up the law so that you observe it. Okay? But at the end of the day, he already knows it's only through faith is how you're going to make it, through him. Okay? Which is why I'm reading verse 21. Read it again. Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Right. But who gave him these possessions? Yahweh Shemashai. Okay, so you don't fall in love with possessions. Okay? You don't do that, man. Especially if you got faith. Okay? Instead, what you do is you examine your possessions, all right? And you see what you can give. And you be charitable. You give alms to the household of Yahweh Shemashai. Stacking treasures in heaven and not stacking treasures on the earth. Carnal treasures. Things that's going to fade. Temporary. Things that can be stolen. Okay? You can have it today and it can be gone tomorrow. All right? So really catch this in the spirit. It says he went away sorrowful. Why? Because he had no faith. He had no faith, man. Okay? So Yahushua, man, is the way he does things, man. If you pay attention to the spirit, you can see what he's doing here. Okay? Because you're like, I do this, I do that. Yeah. Okay, well, if you really want to get real with it, sell what you have and follow me. He was like, I don't know about that. Oh, you ain't got no faith, do you? Well, you can't make it without faith. Okay? So that guy walked away, sad, right? Sorrowful, right? And guess what? If he keep all these laws that he's talking about, but he did not fulfill what Yahushua said, okay, which is to have faith and move forward with faith. Okay, if you can't make no faithful moves, no big faithful moves, you ain't going to make it at the end of the day, man, because you're not justified by the law. Okay, you can see that in this scenario here. Okay, verse 23. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, like the individual, okay, that they be not high-minded. Right, man. He wanted to hold on to his riches, man. Okay, but what about the body of Yahweh Shemashai? Okay, who gave you those riches in the first place? Okay, it says, nor trust in uncertain riches. Right, it can be stolen, it can be here tomorrow, it can be gone the next day, all right? But in the living God, Yahweh Shemashai, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy, that they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. Right, rich in good works. Okay, that would have been a rich move for him to sell what he had, okay, and pass it out. Here, brother, here, you need this, you need that, and help the body of Yahweh Shema Shai. Show that he's down for real, that he's down for the crown. Okay, so we got to have this mindset, man, that whatever the Lord gives us, okay, and we get a hold of certain things in abundance or whatever it may be, have the mind frame of laying treasures in heaven, man. Give to the body, man, cheerfully. Okay, be happy to do it. Be passionate about it. Okay, because Yahweh Shema Shai is looking. Your angels are looking, man. Okay, and that's a rich spiritual move. Let's read verse 19. It says, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation. Right? So you have this mind frame. Okay, you have something in abundance, whatever it is, and you can help. Okay, it says, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. Do you see that? It's the same thing Yahweh Shai said to the individual. Do you really want to lay hold of eternal life? Okay, well, all your riches, go sell it. Okay, and give to the poor or the people. You see, if you would have did that, man, that would have laid up a great foundation, man. Okay, riches in heaven, man. Okay, if he would have did that. But he was sorrowful because he had no faith, because he really didn't believe. Because if you really believe, you would do it, man. Especially if Yahweh Shai told you to do it and you believe that's Yahweh Shai. So think about that, man. Think about that, man. Okay, this is a mindset, okay, a rich mindset that we're supposed to have. Okay, when the Lord blesses with certain things, you bless the body. You don't just store it up for yourself like, like you building here in this place when this place is going down. Okay, that's a whack, faithless mindset. Okay, you should be ready and willing to help the body, man. Okay, and happy about it, understanding that it's a rich spiritual move. Remember, we are stacking a spiritual bank account, not our physical bank account. That shit gonna crash. That shit gonna fade. Then what you got? All you gonna have is your faith then, right? When all hell break loose and the banks completely crash and the dollar completely crash and everything is shut down, what do you really have at that point? All you gonna have is faith or no faith. Okay, so making moves like that individual should have made, okay, if you look at your own situation and you examine it, okay, and you make a faithful move, that's what it's about right there. Okay, that's an individual that mind is focused on the vision of the kingdom of heaven, man. I single, man. Okay, that's not saying you can't get some for yourself or maybe you got a little money, but use your head. Use your head, man. So, in the spirit, I hope you're edified. I want to give our praises and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kodash, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your Akamat that is doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.